Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of Carlette and Kinte's Let's Chat. Glad to be back here with you all this week. We had a missed week last week due to a family emergency, but we're right back at it. And I just want to let you know that I'm under the weather today, like really under the weather. Not beside it, not on top of it, but under the weather. Got a bit of a sore throat and achy ears and that kind of stuff. But then I live in England, home of the plague. Okay. So no telling what I've got. Like I've been to the doctor twice. He's like, girl, you just gonna have to ride it out. Like they didn't give me any prescriptions or anything. They said you just gotta go home and ride it out. So I'm gonna ride it out with you all. And Kente and I have an interesting show for you tonight. But first, let me check in with my man and see how he's doing. Hey, Kinte.
Hello, I am doing wonderful. I'm so sad that you're not feeling well, but you're amazing that you're gonna soldier through it. So I think that's pretty cool.
Hey, I'm a professional. What can I say?
You are, and I love it.
So there's been a lot of stuff going on between over here, us getting an Asian prime minister who wasn't voted in by the people. I want you to know, but and then the midterm elections over there in America. But tonight we might touch on a little bit of all of that stuff. But tonight we're going to talk about Kyrie Irving and the anti-black racism. So if you all don't know who he is, he plays for the NBA, right? And
Yes.
he watched a movie, a documentary about Jewish people, and he had some choice words to say, and he forgot. He might be having a paycheck, but dude forgot who he was. So these white people, these Jewish people had to slap him about his head and remind him of who he was, who he is, rather. And yeah, there he is right there. God bless him. He thought he could open his mouth and say whatever he wanted to say. But he has been reprimanded. He has been forced to apologize. He has had endorsements pulled. Um, and we're talking about where what's this about? Because like white people can say anything out of their mouths at any time, anywhere, and then come back with a letter talking about, oops, I'm sorry for all the people I offended. you
Oh
know.
well,
Yeah,
right.
sorry. So can we just move on past this? But this brother right here, what's the term, Kente? What are they
Buck
doing to him?
broken, buck broken.
Yeah, they buck breaking him.
Right.
So what you think about this, Kente? What's going on?
Okay, so just to let people know, you did a wonderful job. Is that Kyrie Irving, who's been on the hot seat with the NBA and just the public really for the last couple of years, because he likes to share his beliefs, and he didn't get vaccinated last year, and he missed a lot of games because he refused to get vaccinated, and he stood his ground, and he went through a lot with people condemning him for that. So people were still mad at him for that, and then what he did was he posted a link to a documentary called Hebrews to Negroes. Um, and
And
it's
we're not going to post that link.
no, and it's on
We're not going to
Amazon.
post it.
It's not Amazon. It was directed by Ronald Dalton and or Ron Dalton, and it's a film that I saw recently. I was aware of it for a long time, but I did the controversy made me go ahead and go on Amazon and check it out. And so in this documentary, it talks about that black people are descendants of are Jewish as well, and that our Hebrew lineage. And and then there's some things in there that I can see why it would be controversial about. Uh, it calls into question the Holocaust. It also there are some other things that I can see why, it would get the ire of some people. But unfortunately, the thing that he was really referencing was about our lineage to Judaism. And so what happened was people just disregarded all of that and then made it about some of the things that you can go against, like the Holocaust bit and whatnot. So so he wouldn't apologize because his take was, I didn't make the movie. I was just talking
But
about.
what exactly did he say? I mean, like, what
He
was the
didn't
big?
say anything. He didn't
He
say
just
anything. He
tweeted
just
about
posted the
it.
link. He just posted the link to it,
He
and they were
tweeted
saying
it.
tweeted it right.
Right.
And so what they're really upset was that he didn't apologize when they asked him to apologize. He said that he essentially said that he wasn't against any race of people, and that he was, he didn't buck dance like they wanted him to. And because of that, they're trying to teach him a lesson. And so now they're trying to put the anti-Semitic tag on him and say that he's against the Jewish community. And then, they took his Nike deal, I believe, is suspended. He's suspended from his team. And they have this absurd bunch of things they want him to do to get his right to come back to the team. And do you want me to post that right now?
Yeah, you can, but I mean, let's break this down for a second. So, um, oh that's the thing. So they want them to apologize. They want to make a $500,000 donation to anti-hate causes, which is ironic to penalize a black person for that, right?
Right, right,
Sensitivity training,
right.
anti-Semitic training. I mean, this is ridiculous. It
Ridiculous,
is
right?
overkill. And, you know, I don't know. I just, okay, he made a tweet, but
Right.
where is the outrage that Amazon toward Amazon for
Oh,
posting it on their platform? Where is the outrage at the director, the writer? None of this. Um, they're directing this toward this man who made a tweet about it. And the fact that they are sending a black person through sensitivity training, is laughable. It's absolutely laughable.
well, well. Here's the funny thing about Amazon is the NBA is currently in negotiations with Amazon to stream the game, so they're not going to say nothing about Amazon. So
See, I hadn't heard that. So, okay, then that makes a lot of sense because I'm
and
like,
it's worth billions of dollars. So they're not going to,
okay.
they're
So
not
he's
going
a
to control Amazon.
sacrificial lamb then. Because Lord knows you go after Jewish people, they're going to come and get you.
Oh yeah, they're going to shut you down.
And every black person should know that.
Right.
Because they go after white people to do it, but they definitely go after black people to say anything that it doesn't even have to be anti-Semitic, but they're gonna make it anti-Semitic, and
Right.
like they'll probably say that what I just said was anti-Semitic. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I better watch what I say. They come after me, but
Yeah, all of a sudden the lights will be cut off or whatever.
yeah, right. So, is his career ruined? Do you think is this going to take him out of the game and sideline him forever, or will it blow over like it does for white people?
This is definitely going to have a stain on him for a long time. The thing that's in his favor is that he's very good. He's an excellent player. He was averaging 30 points a game.
Right.
So, so he's a great player. Um, but I feel like this is where it's going to really hurt him is when he's no longer a great player. He won't be able to be okay, I think. I think the minute he's not useful, he's out of there. You know? So,
Or they'll
I think
trade him, or well, you
yeah.
said he's too really he's too valuable to be traded, right?
I think they would trade him if they could, but I don't. It's very few teams that would be in a position to give them something for him. they're saying they may even let him go, just cut him loose, which is interesting. And because he was trying to get to LA.
I was gonna say that might be better for him in the long run, though, right?
Right. Yeah, he was trying to get to LA the off season and it didn't work out. So I don't know, honestly, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if he just retired on his own.
It's black athletes. I mean, you come from a black activist family, and
Right.
when they stood um, on
Oh, and
the
Mexico, yeah.
yeah, with the raised
Tommy
fist.
Smith and yeah, John
Yeah,
Carlos.
and that's where we get that from. The raised
Black
fist,
Power.
and it's black athletes have always played a part in activism. Jackie Robinson, you know, Cassius Clay, who became Muhammad Ali. We've always made stands as far as athletes go. And then, Colin Kaepernick kind of brought that back, the black
Hmm.
athlete using his position to make statements for black people. So how should this guy play it? Should he yeah, what should he do? Because if we consider what buck breaking really is, and I guess we should explain what that means. Historically, back during chattel slavery, black men were often dehumanized and broken. They were emasculated. They were raped in front of their families in order to um, submit them into acquiescence. And so has a historical context where black men have historically suffered this type of emasculation and brutality at the hands of white people to strip them of their confidence and their strength mentally and physically in fighting the system for fear that they would uprise and fight the system.
Hmm.
So some people are calling this modern day buck breaking.
Right.
What's his
I agree.
play? Kinte? What should he do?
Honestly, I feel like look, I want him to continue to get his money, but also I don't want him to get totally buck broken. I mean, look, he's apologized. Um, he's condemned parts of the movie he didn't agree with. He offered to donate the 500K. Now, when it comes to sensitivity and anti-Semitic training, that's BS. I wouldn't do it. I'd meet
Oh
with
my
some
God, that's
Jewish
just
leaders. I'd
ridiculous.
meet with Jewish leaders. I would do that. But the other stuff,
I even
no, I'm
think
not
that's
doing that.
overkill. Why does he have to meet with Jewish leaders? Because he made a comment about a fucking movie. I mean, really?
Oh, I'd meet
You
with them, but
know?
I don't know if they would like the meeting. the
I'm
the
sorry.
meeting. I said I would meet with them. I don't think they would like the meeting, but the
Oh,
way
I
it's going to
see.
turn out, sure, we can
I
meet.
see.
you
Yeah,
know, but yeah,
and
I
meet
mean,
with Joe's side to demonstrate understanding.
yeah, Josiah is the owner of the team.
To demonstrate understanding. That
Yeah,
right
he's
there is
Asian too,
even
I believe.
coded language, isn't it?
Yeah, he's Asian, I believe. So
Yeah. So what's he
yeah,
even got to do with it? I mean, it's overkill, and I think yeah, to demonstrate understanding. I don't even know what was that. What? Yes, massa. I'm sorry, massa. I'm sorry. I mean, that's just exactly what it
right,
sounds like. It's
right.
disgusting.
Well,
Okay.
the NBA Players Association are against this. So thank God they're actually standing up for it and standing up for saying that this is too much. So they're going to have to go back and forth with the association to see what something that's fair to Kyrie, because this is ridiculous. This stuff is ridiculous.
Okay. Well, we just wanted to have a little discussion about Kyrie, and if you have any comments or if you want to join in this discussion about him, please do so in the comments and or the chat section, and we will address you from there. But we're going to move on to the next item up that I wanted to talk about specifically because I've said before I'm living in England now, and I ran across something on my Instagram today, and Kinte, if you pull that up, it's about these white guys right here who are going to build a nightclub in a toilet. A toilet, a bathroom. And not only are they going to create this nightclub in a toilet, it was a nightclub in a toilet before
Wow.
these guys, you know? And the reason why we're talking about this tonight is because it really struck me that Black people can't get a loan to get some food for their
Right.
family. Black people can't get a loan for anything.
Right.
And if we do, we have to jump through so many hoops. And these three donkeys, and yeah, I call them donkeys, these three guys got funding or financed or self financed themselves, which is privilege in itself, to put a nightclub in a toilet.
Yeah, freaking bathroom toilet. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm
And
trying to
see,
see if I
they
can
will get
find
it
this.
written up in Forbes magazine as being um, entrepreneurs thinking out of the box, um, movers and shakers, influencers. Yeah, because if go back up, Kente, it says, yeah, former public toilet nightclub, public life to reopen as the warmer room. So it was already a nightclub in there, and they're gonna open up, put another nightclub in there.
Ridiculous.
And just look
Yeah.
at these guys, though. But I mean, just look at them, and it's like if a Black person walked into the bank and said, "I have this wonderful I have this wonderful opportunity. I've got this great idea. Why don't we? Why don't y'all give me some money
Yeah. Yeah. Give me some money. Yeah.
to renovate these toilets to a nightclub?" Hey, that's a marvelous
Ridiculous.
idea, right?
Right. Right. Oh yeah.
And it says here in the headline, we want to keep it inclusive, create an enjoyable atmosphere, and do it all in a cool location.
Wow.
So, yeah, we got one man being completely ostracized because he made a tweet about a movie and they trying to put him through all this kind of training. And then you've got these guys. To me, it's a complete mockery. It's a complete mockery. So I'm probably going to get in trouble for feeling that way. But if you have any comment,
Hey, you know what?
go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. They can go ahead and cancel. If they want to cancel me or you, oh well.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not even about them making a nightclub in a toilet. That for me, first of all, it's a disgusting idea. I don't care how much they clean it and sterilize, it's still a toilet. And
Right.
what are they gonna be serving my drinks out of? You know.
Oh my God. I don't
Um,
even know.
but that's fine. I mean, businesses make millions by being unique and niche and nouveau and all this kind of stuff. That's not even a thing. What I'm specifically talking about here is that this was a business plan that somebody came up with, and they raised money to make
Mm,
this happen. And that's what I have the problem with, is
yeah.
that we are not, when we talk about systemic, structural, institutional racism, it's not an equal playing field. So while people are saying pull yourself up by your bootstraps, well, first you got to own a pair of boots in order to do
Right. To do that.
it.
Right.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what else is going on, Kente?
Well, You mentioned at the beginning of the show about the elections that were yesterday,
Hmm.
and one thing I have to say is, if you can't beat Herschel Walker, the Democratic Party should just quit. Herschel Walker got to be the one of the biggest idiots on the face of the planet. I mean, this guy is so stupid. You
What
know,
is going on? I don't. And
this,
DeSantis,
this,
he got Florida. I'm just like, what is going on?
well,
What's
I mean,
happening?
I figured that because they love him there, but I mean, this guy
But why
said
do people vote for people who will hurt them?
people are stupid.
Is it
People are just stupid.
stupidity, or is it something else, more even more nefarious going on? Like, I I don't even know if it's stupidity. It's just, it's not even cognitive dissonance because they know exactly what they're doing.
Right.
Um, but yeah, Herschel Walker, how did he even get in the in the running to? I mean, let's go back to basics here. You talking about how did he how how did he get? How did he even get in the race? You know,
Man, they what they did is he has, they love him there in Georgia because because of his football acumen. And
and football is one thing, but politics is something completely different.
the truth is they just want him there because he's gonna do like he's told. I mean, it's not like he's going to make any change on his own. He's gonna be a good soldier. So it
And
doesn't
there
really
we have
matter.
it.
Yeah,
There we
it
have it.
doesn't yeah. That's all it is. So it doesn't even matter who the person is, as long as they do what they're told to do.
Yeah, the puppet master got the puppet in there.
Yeah. And Raphael Warnock, who ran against him, which I mean, how are you a black pastor of a church turned into a senator and you have no charisma? Like, how do you? This guy has very little charisma, and he's like, he was a pastor of a black church.
Yeah,
Where's the charisma, bruh?
they didn't
Yeah,
have that. It was all on the choir director.
apparently, yeah. No, I
It was
mean,
all on the choir director.
it's like, and how do you draw even in a debate against Herschel Stupid Walker? This is the guy who professes he's against abortions, and he's paid for like 12 abortions
I
himself.
know. I
So
know. I know.
you
It's
know, just ignorant, just the ignorant fool, and he's anti-black, anti-intelligence, So it's just, yeah, he's ridiculous.
anti women's rights. Might as well throw that in there as well.
Yeah, well, I guess for him, the only right a woman has is to not have his baby.
What's really interesting is what's really interesting was over here. It was difficult for me to find any access to the elections.
Mm,
So I was relying on my friends on Facebook and on Twitter to keep up with what was going on. So, and then because of the time differences, I couldn't stay up all night. So it was really hard for me to keep up, and it's also very scary because even though I live here, I'm still very much an American,
right.
and I have a vested interest. I mean, I still have very close family in America, and to see America pretty much stumble to her knees, I mean, it's it's devastating. It's
Yeah.
devastating to see what's happened. I mean, people that I've known for a very long time are now asking me, you know, how can I get out? Like, how can I leave? What did you do? That kind of stuff.
Mm,
Uh, and the last show that we had the Canadians on here, and
hmm
so Canada, we learned that Canada presents itself as being the Holy Grail, but we found out a couple weeks ago that that's not necessarily the case either.
Right. There is no soft spot to land in. It is
Not if you're black. Let's be
no,
clear about that.
no. You're gonna be fighting it no matter where you're gonna be. So the way that you have to handle it is you got to have the right mindset. So if you keep the right mindset, you stay on code no matter where you're at. That's the only
Yep.
way that you can do it. But it's very interesting. Like here we had a mayoral race. Karen Bass, who's a black woman, lost. Well, I don't know if it's been called yet, but it seems like she's going to lose to this guy he's this guy basically bought the election. You know,
And where was this?
here, Los Angeles.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You want me to play this video?
Oh, well, this is what I put in there will be our next topic when we finish this one. So,
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah. So, this guy, he outspent her 92 million of his own money to $8 million, and
wow.
right now I believe they haven't called it yet, but I believe he's up by 2% or something like that.
So yeah, that is buying an election.
Yeah,
you crack out that kind of money. Yeah.
yeah, he's a billionaire, so 92 million is
It's just a drop in
whatever.
the hat.
Right. And he was a Republican who became a Democrat in this election. Because you're not going to win as a Republican mayor of Los Angeles. It's just not going to happen. So,
Oh, I see.
yeah.
So, what are the results of the midterm elections? Who's going to get it? Red or
It's
blue?
still not. It still hasn't been decided 100%. Let's see.
And the
What I
fact that it's that close is scary.
Hmm. All right. Let's see. What do we have? Yeah. All right. So,
Oh, okay.
uh, yeah, we had the runoff. So,
Ooh, that
Arizona.
Midwest is just a sea of red.
Oh yeah.
What are the striped ones? The Texas, New Mexico.
Oh, no election. There
Oh,
was
they
no.
didn't have election.
Yeah. Now another great race was Fetterman versus Oz, Mehmet Oz. Oprah's boy. Um,
Yeah, she came out and she endorsed the other guy.
yeah, Fetterman. Yeah, because well, Oz is he's a complete asshole.
That was her
Um,
boy, though. She's the
yeah,
one who made him famous.
yeah, and sorry ass Chris, not Chris Rock. Kid Rock was talking crap about Oprah, talking uh, about her not supporting him, which is
Kid Rock is so irrelevant. He needs to go back to the trailer park he came from.
yeah, I can't stand him. I feel like he's an ass. Let's
Him and
see.
Ken Nugent.
Oh yeah. So
Oh, it's not looking good.
yeah, I believe though there's a lot more. We lost 8, or they lost 8 seats. They gained 6. Uh, yeah,
There's a whole lot of hurting coming up, I tell you.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It is.
It's
So
very scary. This whole, for those who don't know, I'm a sociologist by trade. And so, a lot of the things that I'm looking at in societal patterns and stuff like that, this would seem like this conservative movement is, it's global, and it just seems like it's a whole, you know, new world order. And
hmm
when we've been in world wars before, the good guys come in and fight for democracy and all. But who can tell? I don't see no good guys right now.
Oh no, no,
I
not at
I
all.
just who's gonna fight for human rights and democracy? It's very scary. And that idiot Elon. Well, I shouldn't say that, but Elon Musk. Wow. Are you on Twitter?
Yeah, I am, but I don't really I don't really mess with it like that.
Um, let me see if I can show you the day that the deal went through. I think I deleted it. Let me go see in my recycle if I can find it. Um, oh yeah, here they are.
Yeah, and this is real quick. This is the mayor race in Los Angeles. Karen Bass versus Rick Caruso.
Let's bring in Republican National.
Can I attach stuff in here? I don't think I can.
What do you mean attach?
Like put an attachment in here for you.
You can just drop a link, and I can pull it up.
It's not a link. It's a picture. It's a JPEG.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I can do that. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the day that the deal went through for him and Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
the N word was dropped like an outrageous number of times, and they said that 50,000 tweets they have been able to identify came from 300 accounts. 300. It was targeted assault from 300 accounts that tweeted 50,000 racially derogatory tweets within like an hour. It was ridiculous. So that was laying the foundation of what's to come on Twitter. And everybody's running to Mastodon. And I finally got approved for an account because apparently their servers are just being inundated with people running over there. And then somebody posted an article that Mastodon is full of malware.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. So if you here, I can give you a link for that. If you are running over there, make sure you do your due diligence because apparently it's nothing but and which obviously I think that would be a targeted attack also. So not the Twitter link, Kinte, but the Malwarebytes link
Mm-hmm.
that I put in there. Just put that somewhere so people can, if they're considering going to Mastodon as effort to find social media outside of Twitter and Facebook, be very careful because it's just I wouldn't be surprised if that was targeted as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Wow.
So speaking of politics, go ahead and click on that Twitter link so I can show you this video.
All right,
This was the King of England, Prince Charles. He was up in Yorkshire.
Oh my God.
Oh, sorry about that. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
No, that's it. He was up in Yorkshire, and this is what happened.
All right, here we go.
Look at the school. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
They started throwing eggs at the king. Okay.
The king.
They started booing him and throwing eggs at the king.
Wow.
Okay, but watch right there. That guy,
Mm-hmm.
he's security, right? Why he put his hand over his head? Excuse me. The security guy covered his own head.
Yeah, he's protecting himself. Hilarious. That's how they gonna treat the king like that?
Well, the link from where that came from, this Hugo Talks one, it was really interesting because you know they started throwing things at Meghan Markle,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's like, okay, you heard of that word called karma? There you
Mm-hmm.
go.
It's a
There you
chameleon.
go. I don't know who the lady is in the, I don't know who she is in the. I would imagine she's probably the mayor or something of that town, or she had more
Oh, she
reaction
was
than the
using her.
security guard did.
She was using her magical powers to stop it.
Yeah, right. She, and he just left his wife behind, Camilla, there
Yeah.
in the green coat. But he
That,
covered his head and he didn't even go over and cover the king. That's what I found to be
no,
hysterical.
he's like the king is gonna have to get it in wherever he gets in. How old is King Charles now?
Isn't he something like 73 or something like that? 74? I don't know, but a lot of people are saying that this is the end of the monarchy, that, people are just done. Although the national pride over here for the monarchy is startling. And not only is it startling to me, it's the people who do support them. So, like, there's a lot of Asians over here, a lot of East Asians, and
Mm,
um, sorry, not East Asians, sorry, South Asians and Southeast Asians that shockingly support
the
the
monarchy.
monarchy when it's like they colonized your entire continent, and
Makes no
you know
sense.
what I'm saying? I don't get it.
I don't
I
get
don't
it either.
get
I
it.
don't get it
So
either. I would have no love for these folks.
yeah,
But then they say I'm evil though.
no, you're not evil. So that's all I got for you tonight, honey. That's it.
Well, I hope you feel better though.
My throat is on fire. My glands are swollen. I don't know what's going on.
You know what? I should have wore my robe in honor of you. We should have both been wearing a robe. You know
Let me
what?
tell you something. This was the best investment. I
It
bought this
looks nice.
online, sight unseen, and this is the warmest. I don't know what they made this thing out of.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah,
It's so warm and cozy because, you know, the cold over here is different than
right.
the cold in America. So, like, it's probably 50 Fahrenheit outside, maybe a little bit. I didn't bring my phone in here, but on English standards, it's not that cold,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a different kind of cold. It's like that get in your bones, I'm gonna chill you to death kind of cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's funny, what I've noticed over here is that, like, when one person gets sick,
Mm-hmm.
the whole country gets sick.
Oh wow.
So, like, everybody I know right now is fighting something.
Oh,
You
you got
know,
that bug, huh?
my other friend, she's got an earache, an ear infection, whatever. She's got that going on. My daughter just got over tonsillitis.
No, no.
Yeah, it's just it's a mess. It's a mess,
Oh.
but
How is your lovely daughter, by the way?
she's doing great. She's in her first semester at university,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm coming out and she's going in.
Mm.
So she wanted to study psychology, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she went to the open day, and she's like, "Nah, mom, I don't think that's really me, because it's science based.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, what, thinking about following in my footsteps, I said, why don't you, check out sociology? She said, well, I really like that, but, and she went to the open day on that. She's like, I really like that, but I'm not really sure about that either. And I said, well, that's because it's theory based. So and I have an undergraduate degree in each one. So I'm
Oh
like,
wow.
one is science based and one is theory based. And I said, but, there's a happy medium in between both. I said, why don't you check out criminology? And she went to the open day on that. And that's what resonated with her. So
All right.
she's studying criminology, and a lot of the classes that I had to take, she will take. So, at least I'm able to help her with that. But of course, she's enjoying the college social life now.
Oh,
And but Kinte, when you met her, she was
a
little, wasn't she?
baby. She was a
She was
baby.
little.
Yes, she
How old
was
was
a
she? About 8?
something like that. Yeah, she was a child. Now she's like a young adult now.
Yeah, she's gonna be 19 in January,
Wow.
which is
They,
amazing because I'm only 25, so I don't know how that happened. But
I know, right? And I'm only 24, so yeah.
exactly. So what you
Yeah.
got going on this week or this weekend?
Um. I don't even. What do I have this weekend? Not really much, man. Oh, tomorrow night I am taking my mother, a friend of my mother's, one of my good friends, and I think one other to go see the new Black Panther movie. So
I
yeah.
see. Did you see Woman King?
No, I have not seen that. No,
I haven't seen it yet either.
no.
I
So
saw the red carpet for Black Panther 2 though. It was
yeah, I saw that.
incredible. That was really
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. It's gonna be kind of
Yeah,
hard though, because I Chadwick Boseman, man, was a great dude, man.
I
You
was
know,
just
it's funny.
thinking
I'm
it
like,
just
how?
seems like it's just missing him, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm like, how does Chadwick Boseman die young and Terry Crews is still here? It seems like it's not fair.
Oh, so wait a minute, hold up. What you got against Terry Crews?
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Not at
Okay,
all.
why?
Um, any guy that allows him allows another man to juggle his balls because he's afraid of losing a job, it's hard to respect him.
Okay, so I don't know that story. You
Oh
have
yeah,
to,
yeah, yeah,
you have
yeah.
to
He
tell
came
me
out
about
very.
that.
Yeah, I will. So no, I don't. I'm not a fan of it. So
Yeah.
I
So
don't wish death.
well,
I don't wish
we
death
can't,
on him. I don't wish
huh?
death on him. I don't wish death on him. But
Oh, but you know what? You just made me think of before we go, we gotta talk about Yeezy. We
Kanye,
wouldn't even have a show if we couldn't talk about Yeezy. What in the hell?
Kanye. Honestly, he's obviously he's bipolar, right? He has some kind of mental disorder or whatever. I mean, some of it is him too.
Yeah.
He's he's crazy like a fox, but you could tell that there's something going on with him. And the whole DEFCON 3 thing he said on the Jewish community and all of that kind of stuff. It's like, I mean, I didn't take him seriously. I mean, you know, but they obviously took him very seriously, and they went DEFCON 8 on him. So
So that's two black men, although they
right,
can't be categorized the
right,
same.
right. And remember, they did that to Nick Young. I'm Nick Young. I'm sorry, Nick Cannon.
Yep.
A few what was it, a year ago or something like that.
Hmm.
So he actually had the head of the ADL, the Anti Defamation League, on his show, and they kind of went back and forth about the Kyrie Irving situation, and that I want to see that full interview. It looked like it was pretty good, but yeah, Kanye, the White Lives Matter and hanging out with Candace Owens, one of the worst
Ooh,
one of
that
the
one.
worst human beings on the planet. Oh, I can't stand that person. You know, I mean, her and Herschel Walker should be together.
Now you
You know?
know they have one of those over here.
Mhm.
They've got a Candace Owens twin over here in the UK, and she is just as destructive.
I'm not surprised. You know, they what they do is they use their Negro minions to hide behind it, so they don't have to say nothing because they just put the Candace Owens on there,
And they've
and then let them
always
speak.
done that.
Yeah. So
They've always done that.
yeah,
You know,
you know.
they often appointed black overseers to discipline the slaves, and the black overseers were often more brutal than the white overseers because they wanted to stay in master's good graces, and they enjoyed the perks they got from dishing out and doling out that type of brutality. And I
Right.
swear, you know, we talked about Dr. DeGroy many times, Dr. Leary,
Hmm.
and post traumatic slave syndrome.
Hmm.
And so,
I
yeah,
would love to get her.
that's all I can throw up to those. It's just,
I'd love to get her on this program. It'd be great.
oh well, let me reach out. We can reach out and see if we can get her.
Yeah, I would love it. I mean, I nothing but respect and love for her and her work. She's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's quite a few people that I can reach out to.
Dr. Claude Anderson would be great.
Hmm.
He's awesome. I mean, there's so like you said, there's so many people that would be awesome to have on this program, and we'll work on it, and we'll get some of these awesome people on
Yes, because
to
we
talk
haven't even
about.
found our stride yet. We're still getting there. We haven't
Yeah,
hit it yet, but we are
yeah.
definitely
It's only
growing.
our third show, so yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so you can find me at Kinte F on Twitter, Kinte Ferguson on Instagram, and of course, well, right now the website is the indyradio.com, the indyradio.com. Unfortunately, my website is down right now because it was hacked to shreds, and it's taking a while for it to get fixed. I have someone who literally has to go through. I mean, it's a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to get into it, but right now it shows that the website is suspended. It's because of the hacking, and they make you suspend it in order to deal with it. So, and it's more than just a notion to get it back to where you can use it. So, but that's the website. At some point, it'll be back up. It's still being worked on. So, how can people get you?
At Ms. Lette, US UK. At Ms. Lette, US UK. That's on Instagram.
All right, all right.
And I feel
And
like I just crashed and burned, like right into the side of the mountain.
no.
Like my voice is gone.
Hmm. So, so we'll be back next week with all new episode.
Next week.
Hopefully, you feel better,
Thank you.
and God bless you
God bless you
all.
too. Peace out.